Who are you? Well, I couldn't keep calling myself the Easter Bunny now, could I? I wasn't looking forward to this episode. I wasn't dreading it either. In fact, I came to this episode feeling somewhat detached from the show in general after the Series 8 finale. By the end of Death in Heaven, with its laughable missteps in tone and consistency, I wasn't even ashamed anymore. I was laughing at how bad it was, and I didn't even care. It was like it stopped being the same show altogether, which is quite an achievement considering I think of An Unearthly Child and The Happiness Patrol as part of the same show. Oh, this is just my opinion, by the way. Apparently some people need reminding. None of this is fact. It's all my opinion, you horrible, horrible people. Merry Christmas. So, how did the episode itself turn out? Okay, no, actually, before we get to that, let's first talk about the title sequence. Now, I know you could just say it's just a title sequence. Wait, hold on. Is this ringing a bell? A Christmas bell? Now, I know you could say it's just a title sequence, title sequence. But you're wrong, because it's iconic and it's in every episode and shush. So please, 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 we've got lovely visuals. Can we please try and match that up to what's on screen? If you don't mind for a second, I'd like to address whoever was responsible on the slightest chance that they are watching this, which I admit is slim. Now, I know this is... Hold on, sorry. Let me make this a bit easier.
Now, I know this might be hard putting visuals and music together, but it is your job. You are getting paid to do this with money. Please do your job. Please. It's important to some people. And if you carry on like this, I might stop being one of them. Oh, and I don't know if I'm talking to the same person, but if you want Nick Frost's name in the title sequence, try and put it where the other names are as well, not wherever else you can find a space.
And you know what? I'm going to avoid addressing the Christmas makeover altogether, because I'd just be wasting my time. More than usual. Back to the episode itself, and there's lots of questions for me to explore. We've just had that finale, so do I care again like I did halfway through Series 8? Or am I still laughing detachedly like I was last time? Was this a misstep, or was it well handled and appropriate? It was good in part, but it was mostly terrible, and this was mostly due to the ending. The character of Clara has actually been provided decent development over the course of Series 8, but now a different problem has arisen concerning her, and here it is. Clara has become a yo-yo companion. She's constantly coming and going, to the point where when she does finally depart, we are not going to take it seriously unless she cacks it. And even then we wouldn't believe it, because regardless of what we're being told, death still isn't being taken seriously in Doctor Who. I mean, look at the death count in Death in Heaven. It's not exactly consequences when you only kill 2 of the characters, one of whom was just a personification of the fandom rather than an actual character, whilst at the same time pulling the old, oh, she's dead, oh no, she's not actually dead, she was saved, with the Brigadier's daughter. Oh, just quickly on a side note. Dave!
What's up?
She forgave you.
Bring it here.
Reference. There are lots of things to like about this episode. The bit where the Doctor holds the cracker for Clara, like Clara did for the Doctor in the time of the Doctor, was actually really, really touching.
No pun intended.
In fact, I actually found that potential but fake ending to be the actual highlight of the special, with Jenna Coleman absolutely stealing the scene playing old, which is actually no small feat. The prosthetics, matched with the use of her voice, made the whole scene so authentic to the point where, for parts, I was actually not entirely sure whether they'd actually gotten another actor in. It's a beautiful couple of scenes, which was sadly ruined by the "it's a dream" cop-out. It remains the highlight of the episode for me, though. All the side characters had a character, which was great. The monsters themselves were by and large inventive and original, both in concept and visually, even if they were a little bit alien-y. But that's only in sort of the face-hugging aspect of it, I suppose. But the problem is, all of these decent aspects don't, as a whole, make the episode any better for me. Yes, it wasn't a great episode of Doctor Who. Yes, it wasn't an awful episode of Doctor Who. It was just a bog-standard, below-average story suffering from repetition and inconsistency. Which are actually contradictory terms when you think about it. I don't know how it was achieved. Oh, you're allowed to like it, by the way. This is just how I feel. I just felt the need to repeat that. Just an opinion. Don't worry, it's just an opinion. Last Christmas, like Clara in a way, is a sort of yo-yo between different endings. Like the episode can't make up its own mind as to what it wants to be, or how it wants to end. It's like Stephen had a series of good endings, but he couldn't decide which one to go for, so he just threw them all in there because why not? Wait! No it isn't. Last Christmas is actually a loving homage of Alien and Inception, with a dash of Christmas magic sprinkled in. Wait! It's not actually, it's a pile of tripe. Crap upon crap. And that's where I'm wrong, because it was actually brilliant. See, now, if you found all that there just a bit annoying, then you might have some idea as to how I feel about this episode. Merry Boxing Day.